Well done. No, the reason why I was checking myself right was the last time I walked in the classroom with my fly open. I was late for class, and my students, being the respectful students that they were, or they are, did not tell me until 10 minutes into my class. I was just so embarrassed that I actually took the radio, covered myself, and walked out to the toilet. Sometimes I wonder, how would it be like if someone were to take the role of myself and play it as a computer game? A very good evening to you, my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I will talk about the two sides of cyber gaming. Cyber gaming is just a fancy name for playing computer games. Many people have many different perceptions about gaming. But gaming itself is fine. And yes, it's not. It is divided into many different genres, such as first-person shooters, like Call of Duty 2, Modern Warfare, where you play as a soldier in Afghanistan, Russia, Special Ops team, from the Spetsnaz to the SAS, and the US Army Rangers. RTS, or real-time strategy, where you command an army, like in Warcraft 2, to take down your enemy. RPG, or role-playing games, where you take the role of a character. Maybe myself. Or sometimes a character in an imaginary world, like in Neverwinter Nights or Dungeons and Dragons, where you play the role of a knight to save the princess from a fiery dragon. These are some of the genres that are the main and popular genres in computer gaming. My speech today will focus mainly on the advantages and disadvantages of cyber gaming. I will first talk about how cyber gaming can benefit us as a sport. My second point will be about how computer games can be used to educate us as well. And my last point, I will touch on the darker side of cyber gaming, where excessive gaming can cause a person to lose touch with reality. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You see, the government of Korea has actually classified cyber gaming as the E-Olympics, where it is actually a sport in countries like Korea and Japan, and the yearly World Cyber Games Tournament is held every year in a specific country. This year, it is held in Chengdu, China, where gamers from all over the world converge and to duke it up in like the Olympics, where the games like Call of Duty is played, StarCraft and Warcraft is played. And to be frank, my fellow Toastmasters, cyber gaming actually teaches the gamers who are like athletes, tactics and leadership, and how to actually come up with strategies to win and to defeat their opponents. So therefore, remember, a gamer is not just a person sitting in front of the computer and playing computer games. A gamer is an athlete, where they train. Like Malaysian gamers, like Silver, who is currently one of the top gamers in Malaysia, is very popular in local communities, and he is currently taking up challenges in games like Warcraft. My second point, which is where cyber gaming can be used to educate people. You see, games like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, Age of Mythology, and of course, China, Rise of the Middle Kingdom, is known as edutainment, education and entertainment. Because Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego requires the person to track down the thief by the name of Carmen Sandiego over different countries. So for example, if you track her to Lima, Peru, from there, through the game, you will learn the history of the city, where it's located, the famous and tourist sites located around the city. And eventually, when you catch up with her, you will find that she has stolen a priceless relic. Maybe the Holy Grail, or the Shroud of Turin, or maybe fear destiny. Games like Age of Mythology, even though it's a real-time strategy game, it's also considered edutainment. Because through the game, the player learns Greek mythology. They learn of Greek heroes like Hercules, Perseus, Bellerophon, and also China, rise of the Middle Kingdom, where you have to construct a city from scratch. You have to take into account the feng shui. You have to build medical buildings like acupuncturists. You have to build safety. You have to make sure your city is safe. You've got to provide security for your citizens. Otherwise, they will rebel and topple you as the governor. From there, you will learn the function of each of these buildings. You will learn how people in ancient China lived. Because in China, rise of the Middle Kingdom, you play from your game starts from the Xia dynasty all the way until the fall of the Qing dynasty. After the death of Shi Huangdi. But then, fellow Toastmasters, there's always a darker side to cyber gaming. You see, excessive gaming causes one to lose touch with reality. When one loses touch of reality, they cannot distinguish between the real world and the cyber world. And it can also lead them to aggressive behavior, even for them to ignore their relationships with their loved ones in the real world as well. I know of this person who plays in the cyber campaign near my house. He's so addicted to World of Warcraft that he can actually camp for one whole week in the cyber campaign, eating, sleeping in front of the computer. He doesn't have a bath or even brush his teeth for one whole week. I never go near him. I don't go near him when he's gaming. And another friend of mine leads a double life where he's a guild leader in that gaming world, but he's struggling with his studies and his relationship with his girlfriend in real life. In conclusion, my fellow Toastmasters, cyber gaming in itself is not good or bad. It is just a tool to relax, a tool to better yourself. Thank you.